Hey everyone, we're back with another amazing travel agent from One Encompass Travel, talking all things travel, all things Disney. Morgan is here with us, and we're gonna just have a little chat about some amazing trips that she has taken, and one in particular that we're gonna just dive deep into. So, Morgan, welcome, and feel free to
Yes.
introduce yourself.
Yeah. So I'm Morgan. I've been with Wand and Compass now for a year, this month.
Oh,
So
congratulations!
just hit 1 year. So yeah, me and my husband have gone on several Disney trips. So we're just gonna talk about our Disney experience.
Let's do it. So, which trip? So, you've been on a lot of trips. You have
Yes.
favorite resorts. I already know a few tidbits, but which trip do you want to talk the most about tonight?
Yeah, so I was going to talk about our trip we did over Thanksgiving. So we went December 26th, which is my husband's birthday, and we went through December 2nd. So we've done a Christmas trip and Thanksgiving time before. We wanted to see, how busy it really was through Thanksgiving.
Mhm.
So we decided to do a Thanksgiving trip. So we did that. We did a split stay. So we stayed
Mhm.
at Animal Kingdom Lodge for part of it, and then All Star Music for the other half of it. So we split it right down the middle.
Well,
So
and
yeah,
I think for people who don't know what a split stay is, because this is like a great way to experience different resorts. Also,
yeah,
if you have a budget in mind, this is a good way to kind of give yourself a little bit of all of the different options. But
yeah,
break down what a split stay is and like how it works, especially with
yeah,
luggage and things, because there's some
absolutely.
cool perks to it.
Absolutely. Yeah. So split stay, meaning that you can stay at multiple resorts during your time at Disney. It's all under your one reservation. So
Mhm.
they take care of all of that for you, which is super nice. So we did 2 nights at Animal Kingdom Lodge. And then the rest of the nights we did at All Star Music. And Disney is great per usual with those kinds of things. So they moved your luggage for you. So when we were all done on our last morning of Animal Kingdom Lodge, we just take our luggage to the bell services and they will put a different tag on it. They'll ask you where you're staying. And even if your room's not ready and you're not quite sure where specifically you're staying, they'll figure that all out for you. So they will go ahead and move your luggage for you. Usually it's like end of the day, like 4 p.m. they tell you is when it'll roughly be
Right.
at your next location, just so they have time to get it from point A to point B. But yeah, so they'll move your luggage for you and everything. And then when we arrived that evening after a day at the park,
Mhm.
our luggage was back in the room for us. So we were it's super nice, super convenient. You don't have to lug anything around with you. You don't have to take anything. They handle all of that for you.
That is such a perk because
Yes.
the idea that you can check out of one hotel, go spend the day at the park, and then just take the bus or whatever transportation back to your new hotel and everything's
Yep.
waiting for you, that is, I love it. I love that they have that offering, and I love that it is something that makes it very easy. So you did Animal Kingdom, and also movies, and you'd stayed at both of those places before. This wasn't,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep. So we love a good Animal Kingdom Lodge. Boma. We eat there every time, especially breakfast. Gotta get your pog juice if you've never
Mhm.
had it. You need to try it.
Pod
It's
juice is delicious.
delicious. One of the must-dos at Disney if you've never done it. Definitely high up on my list. But Boma breakfast, it
Hmm.
is as good as everyone says it is. It's a buffet, so there's lots of options, kids friendly. Like there's lots of options for you. Staff is super friendly. Like we have I can say we have never out of the four experiences we've had at Boma, I've never had a bad experience at Boma. So it's definitely something we try to hit as often as we can.
Hmm.
So we love Victoria Falls and we hung out by the pool. It's just, and then obviously we ended up getting a Savannah view. We got pixie dusted with that, was
Oh,
not
that's great.
planned. So, if you've never experienced Disney's pixie dusting, sometimes you can get some perks that you didn't know that they were going to give you. So we got a view with a little bit of Savannah view. So
That's
there are
fantastic.
animals right outside of our window. We saw zebras and the giraffes right outside, and you can walk out to the viewing areas and check all that out too.
Mhm.
So we definitely love Animal Kingdom Lodge for a few days of the deluxe resort since that is on the deluxe side, but
Mhm.
then also switching over to the value resort and staying at All Star Music. So we stayed in the jazz section
Oh,
of All Star Music, and we'd stayed. That's the first time we stayed in the jazz section.
okay.
But we've stayed there before too, and
Mhm.
We got pixie dusted again for my husband's birthday. He got little Rice Krispies shaped like Mickey and a card
Oh,
from the staff at All Star Music. So they always have just a special touch every time that we're there. Even
yeah.
if it's, just adults and they're, no kids, we still get, those little touches of magic.
Just another reminder how amazing the cast members are at Disney. No matter what department, what function they're working in, just be kind to your cast members. Thank them no
Yes,
matter what it is they're doing because they really are the ones that make the magic happen.
absolutely.
All right. So you stayed, your split stay. You were there for Thanksgiving. Did you actually have Thanksgiving Day there? And what did you do on the holiday?
We did. We did have Thanksgiving Day there. We did a Disney Springs Day that day. Just knowing that the top restaurants in Disney with Thanksgiving were going to be busy. We did do a day, so we mostly spent the time at Disney Springs. We went to the Edison and ate there. That was our first time at the Edison. We ate at a lot of different places we'd never eaten at before.
Great.
We tried to take this stay as like a foodie stay almost, where we
Mhm.
got to try a lot of different restaurants we'd never tried before, especially Disney Springs. There's so many to choose from. And so each time we try to add on a different one, but we ate at the Edison and just got to kind of walk around. They had the Christmas tree stroll
Yeah.
that they offer. So if you've never done that, it's free at Disney Springs. At the end, you can get like a little ornament that says like you completed, that was this year's gift for free that you completed. You just get a map with the different trees around Disney Springs, and you can put stickers, and you just figure out where all the trees are, and then you can get an ornament. So we did that as like our free activity to do.
Mhm.
What better to not have to spend any money when you're at Disney World, Get a
Absolutely.
nice of both worlds. And then yeah, we had dinner at the Edison, just kind of hung out there, saw
Mhm.
some like pre-Thanksgiving deals at shopping and stuff like
Sure.
that. So we just kind of took it easy on Thanksgiving Day and enjoyed our meal, had great service, and it was delicious.
So how many park days did you plan for this trip? And did you do any of the extra parties too?
Yes. So we ended up doing 5 total park days of our trip. I'm an annual pass holder and we enjoy park hopping,
Yeah.
just kind of going with the flow of things. We don't necessarily stick to a completely regimented
Mhm.
day. It's just kind of like if we're feeling food, we go do that. So we're kind of a go with the flow
Mhm.
family here. So we did both Christmas parties. We did, and this was our first time doing Jollywood Nights. We did
Okay.
Jollywood Nights and we did Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. So we did both. We've done the Christmas party before, love it.
Mhm.
We have done the Halloween before. We like the Christmas party. But we did do Jollywood Nights for the first time and we were very impressed.
So I've been hearing this from I have not done Jollywood Nights yet. It's on my list for this year. But I have been hearing consistently that year over year it's gotten better and better. And this year was fantastic from everyone that I heard that was there.
Yes, like from the character interactions that we had with like special characters that you don't get to see, the ride time waits, we walked on Rock and Roller Coaster.
Mm.
And we didn't even we got to the party about an hour after it had started.
Mhm.
And so Tower of Terror was a walk on. Slinky Dog, we waited 20 minutes.
Wow.
20
See?
minutes. We were on Slinky Dog. We got to ride anything we wanted,
Hmm.
like characters. The food was excellent.
Hmm.
They had like specialty drinks you could get that were Christmas themed. Um, yeah, I couldn't say enough good things about Jollywood Nights. We were very impressed of just it didn't feel overcrowded. It felt very
Hmm.
spread out. And like I said, I mean, Slinky Dog at a 20-minute wait, if you know, you know, like
Yeah, that's unheard of.
unheard of. And then walking on, pretty much any other ride we wanted to.
Hmm.
So we got a lot accomplished. And we weren't initially intending on Jollywood Nights. They still had availability,
Yeah.
like 2 nights before. And so we were like, we've never done it. Let's try something new.
Hmm.
And could not say enough good things about the cast members again. And like everything we did was excellent at Jollywood Nights.
Jollywood is just that old Hollywood classic Christmas. vibe.
Yep.
I mean, even just the music, the live singers they have out, like the performances that
Yes.
are just happening in different pockets. I think it's such a fun concept, and I'm so glad they have something to balance
Yes.
for people that are doing Mickey's Very Merry because I love Mickey's Very Merry. It's my favorite
Yes.
party personally. I do like it more
Hmm.
than Halloween. Halloween I do appreciate, but I just love the magic of the Christmas party.
Yes.
But Jollywood's a nice complement, in my opinion. It
It
feels a
is.
little more manageable.
Hmm.
It's less to do, and so you can take your time. It's a different pace than Mickey's Very Merry, where I feel like you have to go in there with a plan because there's no way
Yes.
you can do it all. Um,
Yeah.
so that's awesome that you got to do that party for first time.
Yes. Yeah. And we love Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party as well. We did get all of the cookies on the cookie stroll,
Ooh.
and then we rated, our favorite ones. I really liked like the coffee flavored ones. My
Hmm.
husband really liked the sugar cookie ones. So
Traditional.
there's something for everyone at that too. But like you said, it is because there are two parades and the fireworks show and two stage shows. Like to be able to balance all of those things, like you said, there it is a little bit more planning as where Jollywood Nights, there's not all of those expected things.
Hmm.
So is a little bit more go with the flow, which is how we prefer it's our style.
Yes.
But the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party can't go wrong with, some cookie stroll and some we ate at Pico's Bill, had like specialty food
Hmm.
items that night. So good.
That's
We
it. That is a
yes,
really good tip, though. I feel like Pico
yes,
Spill is consistently getting some great options for these parties. The same thing
yes,
happened with Halloween. We ate there actually before the Halloween party this year, and I really enjoyed it. And it's one of those places that's still open as the parties are kind of getting started.
yep,
You can get a good, like, not sweet meal because there's so many sweet treats.
yes.
That to have something savory to like start your night can be really
Hmm.
helpful.
Yep. And I mean, 'cause we also recommend if you can stay out the later and going to the later
Mhm.
parade and the later shows. So we rode like Tiana's
Mhm.
Bayou Adventure during the first parade, like three times in a row. We were the only people,
Because
and then because everybody
everyone
was
was
at the
lined up.
parade, so
Hmm.
we kind of hit like Tiana's. Big Thunder Mountain obviously was not open at the time, and then like we went straight over to Haunted Mansion, and then right on to um, Peter Pan's Flight because it was all like right within the parade.
Yeah.
So it was all walk-ons. So if you can miss that first parade and stage show, it's a great opportunity for you to get walk on some rides that are very hard to get during the day.
You heard it here, folks. And I think that that is such a good tip, especially if you're not having young kids with you. Because
Right.
I give the opposite advice to someone who's got young kids. I'm like, they may not make it the whole night. It's a
Right.
long night. It's late.
Yes.
But yes, it is such a flex to just hold out for those later ones. And you can get easier spots along the parade route. Like it's,
Yes.
yeah, that's the way to go. Did you see any characters? Did you prioritize that at all? Because there are so many characters to kind of come across.
Yeah.
Jack and
Yeah.
Sally.
Yep. So we did not prioritize any characters. We really wanted to try a lot of the food options. So we
Mhm.
did a lot of that. And then we wanted to see with wait times what we could get. So
Accomplished,
like,
yeah.
yeah, and how much we could get accomplish and go on. I mean, everything again was pretty much like a walk on. We waited, I mean, Peter Pan's Flight is always at 60 plus minutes, and I think we waited 12.
Okay, that's crazy. So
Yes.
that's what
So,
happened to me at the Halloween party. I went on Peter Pan's and it was a 15-minute wait, and I thought,
right.
when is this going to happen? So this is something that I think is important to talk about. You went during what is typically a busy week.
Yes.
Thanksgiving week, a lot of people are out of schools. The parks can get more crowded. To your point, you didn't go to a park on Thanksgiving Day, but
Yes.
these parties can be a great way to get those rides in
Yes.
without the crowds that you will get during the
Right.
day, and especially on a non-party day, during
Right.
the week. Hmm.
And you get in at 4 p.m. So
Right.
like the party doesn't start till 7, but you get in at 4.
Hmm.
So you get pre-time and then other people know that like and it's kind of like an unwritten of like party days are typically a slower day
Hmm.
because people know that like okay they're going to close at 6.
They
So
don't
a
waste
lot of
their day
people
ticket
don't
there.
waste right, they don't want to waste their day ticket.
Mhm.
So if you can get in at 4, so like my husband's not an annual pass holder and I am.
Hmm.
So we didn't do a park day ticket for him on that day because we knew he was going to get at 4.
Right.
So we kind of thought the same thing. If we're going to pay for a party ticket, don't pay for a day ticket because we're going to get from 4 p.m. till
Till
the party's
midnight.
over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it can be strategic
Yeah.
and you can end up, getting a party, having better wait times
Mm-hmm.
and things like that. We did see several characters while we were out. We got pretty good weather while we were there, so that was awesome. Lots of characters that were out just walking about and being able to see.
Mm-hmm.
But those Jack and Sally waits are always those ones are tough.
If it's a must do, my advice is to do it at the end of the night.
Yeah,
A lot of people wait in that line for 2 hours, 3 hours at the beginning of the party. I think that's a
right.
huge waste of your party time.
Yeah,
We did it right after the fireworks. We just like hustled over. It was maybe 10 minutes.
yeah,
So if you can wait it out,
yep,
it will just be it's a long line.
yes, absolutely.
So with this trip, you did both parties. You had 5 park days. What were some of the highlights? You look back and you're like, these are things that just went well, or these were great meals we had, or this was a really great experience.
Yeah.
What are some of those highlights?
Yeah, so we did quite a bit at Disney Springs, just eating at the different restaurants. So if you, I think we get things that we like at Disney and we stick with those and we're like, oh, I really like this.
It's true.
But it is nice to at least try maybe one meal from somewhere like you have never been. Like, so that's a big recommendation that we do is like if we haven't done a ride, we try to do like one activity we maybe skipped last time that we didn't get to
Hmm.
do. So, trying the new restaurants, we went to several at Disney Springs that we had never done before. Like I said, we went to the Edison, we did Frontera Cocina.
Hmm.
So we tried a little bit of different things. Summer House on the Lake. So tried a lot of variety
Good.
things. But honestly, the biggest like thing we loved was Jollywood Nights. I mean, that
Yeah.
was like our highlight for us was trying that party and
Mhm.
really enjoying it. And just yeah, it was awesome. That was
So
our
good.
highlight. That's it. Like
I love this message too of just go and do things you haven't done before because as we're working with clients all the time, you get people who want to do it all in one trip and it's
right.
impossible. It's
It's
impossible.
impossible.
And so it's really important that, you may have found things you loved that first trip or that second trip, but there's so
Yes.
much more you haven't even tapped into yet. So maybe do a
Yes.
couple of those things you love that are like you're still thinking about them, but don't miss out on so many of these great, your point, rides, attractions, restaurants,
Yes.
hotels to check out, whatever it might be, because there's just so much.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what we're trying to stay at a different resort each time and do something like a split stay where we can get one night of a place where you may not be able to stay there the whole time. Like I, may not be able to do 7 nights at the Polynesian or Grand Floridian, but I can do one night there and then 3 nights, at Pop,
Mhm.
or something where you can kind of mix it up, but you can get the experience of all of the different ones and see what you really like because everything is so different. Everything has
Yes.
such a different vibe of how you want your trip to go.
Mhm.
And same thing with like the food and the rides. Like still have never seen Nemo at Animal Kingdom. I know. So it's on our list for
That's a good one. I love a
the next
show
time.
though. I am
Yes.
like, I am the entertainment person when it comes to the trips. I'm like, I could
Yeah.
skip the rides the whole time and just do the entertainment. So
Yeah.
definitely do that one. I think for me, I haven't seen the villain show yet as I
So
sit here in
good.
my villain's garb. But no,
Right.
that's on my list for our trip next month, just because,
Yes.
that looks so good.
It was. And I love that it's different each time
Yes.
because you never know the ending. You could get a different ending each time. So I love that Disney does that. So
Yeah.
where not every you may be going to the villain show, but you never know how it's going to end and how it's going to go. So I love that you can mix it up and get
Mhm.
different views each time you go.
Yes. Ah, awesome. So I want to just say you are someone who has experienced Disney a lot of different ways. You've done a lot of it. You've got
Yes.
great advice. This is why working with the TA, a travel agent, is so helpful because we don't treat every trip like it's the same. The advice we'll give to one family is completely different than someone else, just knowing what we know about them or what they're trying to
Right.
accomplish. So, if anyone is looking for an expert travel agent, Morgan's your person. Like, I'll drop in your information in the comments so people can find you easily, your email. But just know that, like, we're here to help make those things less daunting. We're
Yes.
here to help clear the noise so that you can find the plan that's going to work. To your point, some people need an itinerary and they really want that structure, and some are like, I want the space to just explore it. And
Yes.
we're able to kind of customize that. So if you are looking for someone to help you, talk to Morgan. She'll take care of all the details for you, and even the ones that you didn't even think you needed to consider. And thank you for sharing about your trip. This was really fun chat. I
Yeah,
feel like we should just talk about trips all the time anyway, because
I
I'm
agree.
I'm living vicariously through your trips, and hopefully you're reliving them again by talking about
Yes.
them. But thank you for jumping in and chatting with me.
Yes. Thank you.
All right, thanks everyone.